Hey friends, welcome to this week's video of
Montana Haven, Alaska edition.
There you go. That's important, Alaska edition, guys. This is probably going to be a great week.
It is.
Yeah, it is. Yep, it is. Absolutely. Guys, we're on our first ever resident Alaskan hunt. And I know some of you aren't hunters and you can't understand it. And, you know, it's difficult if you've never been in this position. Maybe you grew up in the city. Maybe you bought your meat in the grocery store. Maybe you never watched an animal be killed. I don't know. But there's something about providing for your family and going out there and enjoying this beautiful world we live in. And I know it's sometimes hard to reconcile the killing of an animal, but maybe you're a vegetarian, I don't know. But if you eat meat, an animal had to give its life, and I think, anyways, hard to explain. Can't really understand it if I'm not trying to change your mind. But I just want to let you know we are going on a first ever Dall sheep hunt here in Alaska. It's got to be a full curl ram, which means they're like 8 years old and they're like over the hill basically. So you're kind of culling the top of the herd and letting everybody else go free. So it's very difficult to find one. There are very few of them and the sheep numbers are down, but we're not going to get one sitting on our couch at home. So we're going to have to give it a try. We've got about 13 miles or more that we've got a little bit of bushwhack. There's no trail. We just picked the gnarliest, worst place to go. Thought maybe that's going to be up our chances because of other people not going there. So here we are. We're going to spend a week, maybe 8 days out in the backcountry. Our packs are heavy. The boys have got like over 45 to 48 pounds. I'm over 50. And we tried to go as light as we possibly could, freeze-dried meals. But I don't know how it just ends up being heavy, just the way it is. So anyways, time to quit talking. We're going to go. We got a long ways to go. Today's Tuesday noon. The season opens on Thursday. And I have a mosquito eating my arm. There we go. So we've got, hopefully can get in there and do some scouting. And it's going to be a good time. Are you ready, boys?
Yeah.
So one more thing. Dall sheep is arguably the most difficult animal in North America to hunt. They live up, you know, anywhere from 2,500 to 8,000 feet. The rams, especially up in the highest, tallest, ugliest, meanest crags, furthest back away from people you can imagine. So not many people get one, and whoever gets one is very blessed indeed. So the sheep hunter people are a small, very small crowd. And getting prepared for this hunt, I was like, I understand why. It's a job. And so we have our work cut out for us. But however it turns out, we're going to have a great time. And we're very blessed just to be able to do this. Yes, it's a cooker. It's really warm and grateful it's not raining. But we're really sweating. And see that distant mountain range? Well, we're not going up there. We're not going there. We're going back behind there. So we got many miles. I think we're going to try to cross the creek here, and then we're going to see if we've been following an old trail, some sort, path. And we're just got to keep going. So we're not sure which way to go. Across the creek, and we may have to starting to get pretty thick. We may have to hike up and bust through the alders and try to get up on a ridge or something. Anyways, I think we're going to cross the creek here. Glacier water. Crossing number 4. Check out these cool little bird tracks right here under the water. Look at what Ethan just found. Incredible. A moose shed. Very nice. At this point, we're basically just wading up the creek because otherwise it's through the brush, these tules, this alder, and that's no fun. So I think we're about halfway to this hill I'll point to in a second here. Yep, the bugs are kind of not terrible, but ornery. So just below that glacier to the left of that, that's where we're gonna go in. And when we hit that, the base of that mountain right there, we're about halfway from the truck. So I'm guessing we went about 3 miles or so, 4, so far. And from there, we're about probably halfway overall. Long ways to go. What you got, Ethan?
Here's a big grizzly track. Here's the pad. Here are the toes, claws.
Yep. So look at this thing beside my track. That's about the front of where the claws are. It's about 2/3 as long as my foot. That's just the front paw. Probably 7 inches across. Pretty crazy. Walking along in this deep grass, and look what Bullywinkel left me. A nice little baby moose shed. Check it out. It's got some pretty good porcupine cuts out of there. Huh. Sweet. Well, I'm not packing that thing uphill. We'll mark it, maybe get it on the way down. Another set of these mega tracks. That's the hind foot right there. I'd say it's at least 10 inches long, 11 probably. The front, the rear. Wow, crazy. They're in here somewhere. We just came through a terrible patch of alders. If you don't know what alders are, they're something that should probably be, it's like a 5-letter word, but it should probably be a 4. No, never mind. I don't use 4-letter words. Anyways, they're terrible. You can hardly get through them. Took a half an hour to get through 50 feet or 100 feet of alders. So anyways, just part of it. Skeeters everywhere. Loving it. Let's keep rolling. All part of the game. Well, we're kind of stuck in a place here. We're trying to decide if we can go up this cliff. It's not an ideal situation at all. Justin just went up, but it was pretty risky. So we either have to go way back a long ways or then try to make it up here. He's gonna go on up and see if we can actually make it the rest of the way up. So I think this is not a way you would normally go sheep hunting back here. Well, we made it. I'll be honest with you, I had the jitters. It's been a while since I had the jitters, but I just had them. That is not fit to hike in right there. Whew. Well, hopefully that's the worst part. Moving on. Through another batch of alders. This is about how it goes the whole time. Just terrible. Crawling, staggering, falling. There's some mountain goats there feeding on the hillside about 4 miles away. Well, we just spotted our first 2 Dall sheep, what we think are rams, way up over there, and they're probably at least 4 miles, probably 5 miles away. So we can tell they're rams, but nothing else. And then we also spotted the 2 mountain goats. So it's like about 8:30 or so, and we got a couple more miles to go because we need to camp where there's water. We're out of water, so we better get going. Well, guys, check it out. Here we are. We found a place to camp. We had a real rough time. We had to come back down about 400 or 500 feet here, and right through all the way through these alder tules. But we found a little place to camp here, just a little flat spot among the rocks. We're right up against the cliff here. And it's pretty dark, actually. It's amazing. I don't know. I forgot what time it is, but we kind of made this, threw up our tent, and we have a 2-man tent, but because we're wanting to go light, we went, all 3 of us are going to sleep in it, and we got this little tarp here to keep everything dry. So we used our walking sticks here and then tied them back to like some rocks and stuff. So we're getting cozied up here. It's raining, and we're here in their comfy little, I wouldn't say comfy, but it's, you know, it's dry. It's pitter-pattering on our little shelter here, and we're eating some freeze-dried food, which we're so hungry and so thankful for. Okay, guys, well, we are in this soggy place right now. It was a challenge to get up this morning. It rained a good part of the night. It's still raining. And, yeah, we got everything packed up here. We got these rain covers and everything strapped up on our packs here. The biggest issue is we're down in a canyon. We had to go up about 500 feet last night, traverse across, and then come down through alders just because we ran out of time. We needed water. We had to camp by a flat spot by the creek. Otherwise, we would have continued on and gone to the, you know, up where it was higher, where there's less alders, but we had no choice. So now we're stuck in the upper end of this canyon, and we'll literally have to wade the creek for, I don't know, we have about 4 or 5 miles to go yet today. So, or how much, guys? 4.5 to 5 miles probably. So crow flies, or as we traverse. So, anyways, the first part of that mile or so, maybe actually 3/4 of it, we're gonna have to walk through the water, which is really a challenge because it's really swift and really narrow right here. So, not looking forward to it. We're just praying we don't fall down or something like that. It's pretty deep in places up to your groin, and it's not really fun. So, but hey, we're embracing it. We got to do what you got to do. There's no one else back here, and I can understand why. It's a no man's land. So let's go get it, guys, huh? Yeah. This is somewhat of an idea of what we're trying to accomplish here. Go through. Super difficult. One step at a time. Finally seeing the sun. And look at that beautiful waterfall. What do you think, Ethan? Is this gonna work? Or Justin? Yeah. That was Justin. He had his back turned. This is gonna be our camp spot for the night. Next couple days. What do you think? Is the view gonna be good enough? We were gonna go on a couple more miles, but we're just absolutely exhausted from fighting the tules, the alders, and these heavy packs. So we're just gonna camp here and then scout from here. It's a beautiful little grassy area right here. It's gonna be amazing. This huge, vast land. So much to see. So much to glass. Well, we went up about 1,000 feet to do some glassing before the sun goes down, but now it's time to head back down. And there you can see our tent sitting there waiting for us. Well, we're eating our freeze-dried meals that we made, that Priscilla made, and we freeze-dried before we came, and it is hard to put into words the absolute deliciousness of these meals. It is unbelievable. Like looking at Priscilla's cooking up here in the mountains, just crazy. Just look at this view out here behind me. Nuts. It's just staggeringly beautiful. But now we just need to find some Dall sheep to hunt. That's the plan for tomorrow. It opens tomorrow, and we're just completely worn out. I think we came in probably, how far do we come in, guys? What do you think?
Today?
No, altogether, I don't know, 10 miles or something. And it was just brutal coming in here. Well, good morning. This is opening day of the 2023 season of Dall sheep here in Alaska, and Justin, Ethan, and myself are just up here on this. Got up early and hiked up here and have just been glassing. And look at this beautiful valley. So beautiful. The sun's just coming up over the mountains behind us. And what a glorious morning it is. Haven't seen any sheep. That's the big problem. We did see two the first day we were coming in that were about 5 miles away, so we're kind of heading toward that area. But so far nothing. We're just going to keep looking and keep hiking all day. So far we put on, I don't know, probably a mile and probably about 1,000 feet in elevation so far. Okay, we're crested a ridge here. We're at, what did I say, 5,800 feet right here. We started off at 31 or 3,200 feet. And we see a lot of sheep sign. There's poop, and they've been in here. And we actually, well, we glassed those first sheep, those two rams from the first day we're hiking. That's actually, we crossed over that whole area, and they're not on that side of the mountain. So we're going to continue on, see if they moved maybe around to the other side of the mountain. But I'll show you around a little bit. Kind of started to rain, got really cloudy, and kind of windy up here by this snow, but I'll sit here and just glass a while on the other side of the valley, and then we'll keep moving on. Granola bar time. Well, the sheep have been here, but they're not here now. This is really pretty cool. Very few people, I think, have ever been up here because there's never a reason to come up here. We're walking along this high ridge, and look at this. There's simply an abyss on that side. It's 2,000 feet down. But we're hoping to come to a spot over here and head back on the other side of the mountain where we can, looks like there would be sheep country in those rams. Maybe they went over there, but if not, then I guess we'll head back. But we're quite a ways from home, and now we're a good 2,000 feet. When I say home, back from camp, 2,000 feet up from camp. Beautiful, beautiful. It cleared off and the sun came out, burned away this fog, and the best part is we were watching these Dall sheep right here. We were almost getting ready to leave and Justin said, there's one, there's two. And they were up on that far ridge, right up in there, and we watched them come all the way down and start up this side, and we lost them somewhere there, but about a half or so curl, not a legal ram, and a ewe, but just incredible. It is absolutely stunning up here. So stunning. We're gonna now try to move ahead and go up to the top of that mountain and look down the other side. So much work to get up here, but so beautiful. Now that we're finally here. One final shot here. We just climbed the last peak we're gonna climb for the day. It's just over 6,350 feet. And that means we did over 3,000 vertical feet today. This is looking down into the backside. It's just beautiful. Simply spectacular. Oh, I see a rainbow over here. Let's see if we can see it. There it is. And back over in here, there's a lake. I'll show the lake to you. Now it's 4 o'clock and we've been hiking all day. We need to get down before dark, so it's about time for us to head out. The two sheep we spotted earlier are bedded right over there in the center of the screen. Long ways off. Heading down this snow. What's on the menu, Justin?
Spaghetti.
Yay, just like Mama fixed it. So beautiful. It's just so great. Our humble abode. Okay, we're in our tent here and we're trying to get some sleep, but it's kind of hard. I'm videoing through the screen of the tent, and look at that mountain in the background. It's on fire. The sun is still shining on it, and it looks amazing. This morning we're taking a hike, and we're gonna go up about 2 miles away into a different, actually probably end up going about 4 miles one way, or 5 when it's all said and done, but we're heading up a different drainage. But just look at this raw, beautiful land. Just incredible walking through here and soaking it up. It's just unreal, beautiful. So untouched by man. Thousands of years of being carved, glacier deposits, moraine, little creeks wandering through meadows. It's a beautiful place. guys, we just spotted 4 rams, and a 5th one might be a ewe or a small ram, 3 miles away, way over there. So we're gonna try to make a stalk over to this ridge right here and see if we can get a closer view. All 3-4 rams appear close to legal, but it's too far away to tell. So we're gonna see if we can get a closer view. Okay, we just got over here. We've been watching these rams. Look at that rainbow that appeared. Isn't that beautiful? That is so beautiful. Yep, my hair is a mess. Woo! I'm really wore out, guys, after between 8.5 and 9 miles today. I was kind of tired from yesterday. It was a good day though, beautiful, just beautiful. And sun's just setting there. Boys are still wading the creek down here. There you can see him. Somewhere down there, I don't know. I can't see him, maybe you can see him. And up there, the sun is just setting on over the highest peak, or it's just still shining there. Yeah, it was a good day. We saw those 5 rams, and you know, they have to be full curled in order to be legal, and I tried really hard to make that one legal, and there's a possibility he could have been, but I just didn't want to take the chance. So we may go back tomorrow and just, you know, check on him again, try to get a little closer in. If we can tell his age, that's another way to make sure they're legal, but at that distance we weren't able to. So anyways, it was a great day. The place with the lakes that we went to was just idyllic. It was just the most beautiful place that you can imagine here on earth. It was just incredibly beautiful. I would almost come back here just to camp there. It was so incredible. But it's quite late here, and well, I think it's around 9:30 or so, and we got to get our tent set up and get our freeze-dried meals out that we made and get washed up a bit and hit the sack. I don't know what tomorrow brings. We'll see. This has been day 2 of Sheep Camp 2023. Guys, you've got to check this out. That's looking west. Now just hold on, I'm gonna look east, and look at that. Look at that beautiful, beautiful rainbow. Absolutely incredible. Right from our campsite. Praise the Lord for that beautiful promise of his rainbow. That is so spectacular. Sky is on fire. Well guys, a little bit different story today. It's pouring down rain, and we're just kind of hunkered underneath our tent here. Kind of holding out until it lets up, I guess. Last night on the way down, the boys picked those huckleberry bushes, full of huckleberries. So this morning we picked them. We plucked them off the branches. and we got them in our granola this morning, so that's what's for breakfast. And we pre-packaged all of our meals before we came. We freeze-dried everything, and then we got the granola with powdered milk in the mornings. So it makes it really simple and nice when we're camping like this and hunting. Well, we're out here just trying to sheep hunt, even if it's raining and cloudy. And the clouds are swirling around, but it keeps raining, comes and goes. But right now it's just drizzling. A lot of low clouds here. We're up pretty high, trying to spot some sheep. I haven't seen anything yet. Well, good morning. It is Sunday morning, and now we've been gone from home Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Today will be the 6th day, and as you can see, it's another one of those not so pleasant mornings. It poured rain all night, but we're dry inside the tent, and we're so thankful for that. Just a bit of a difficult maneuver to get out of that 2-man tent, 3 men in a 2-man tent, get dressed, get out here. And of course, a lot of our pants we keep outside, so those are kind of wet in the morning. But you know what? You just got to embrace it. It's just part of the pain that you endure when you go sheep hunting. You expect that, so that's what you get. But there was a temporary lull in the rain, so we decided to get up, and we're just still going to go for it. So I don't know. We're going to go hiking and glassing and try to stay as dry as we can and find our ram and get him, bring him home with us. That's what the plan is. Now we've got a little bit of sun coming through. Hallelujah, we're so happy. Now look at this rainbow that is kind of passing through. It's disappearing now already because the sun's moving. Twice a day we got to cross this raging river. Keeps rising because of all the rain. The boys are down there still getting their stuff put together and way to cross. But look at this, you guys. What happened during the night? Fresh snow on the mountains. Wow. Well, here's our day. As you know, it was raining. It rained all day except for the last 30 minutes probably, and it's kind of sprinkling again, but you can see how cloudy it is. Really cloudy and everything. But our plan was to come back here to where we had spotted these rams and get in close, and we figured they'd come down to feed again, maybe the same place. Well, we got back here and it was super foggy. We couldn't see much, so we actually Ethan spotted a couple way up on the cliff, so we were waiting for the fog to clear out. Well, in the meantime, the fog completely disappeared, and then we saw the sheep coming down, and it ended up that we had a hard time stalking in, but we got about 800 yards away from them. Set up the spotting scope and just had a really good look at all of them, and we just could not make any of them completely legal. So I guess they're for us next year when we come back. But just yeah, it was just really special to spend that time just glassing down these beautiful creatures. Just amazing in this beautiful place. You know, I saw what I came to see, but I didn't get what I came to get. Unless we still see one later tonight or tomorrow, but we're heading out in the morning and gonna get one more night's sleep and then head out. And it took us 2 days to get in here. We're gonna try a different route because it was just terrible. Cliffs and alder, and you know, you saw all of it. So we're gonna try a different route. Maybe it's gonna be better. We're gonna probably have to wade the river down there for like a mile, but we figure that's better than the alders and the cliffs. So we're gonna get an early start and see how far we get. Maybe we'll get out tomorrow, or maybe not. Maybe we'll just go part of the way. So anyways, we got about a three and a half mile walk back to camp, and so it's about time to get going here. Well, this is where the tent once stood, and as you can see, we are fully loaded. Ethan's on the camera, and we're ready to take off. We're taking a different route just to see if it's going to be a little bit easier going out. We're thinking it's going to be right at 9 miles, but I'm going to do the tracker actually on the way out to see how far it is. Maybe we can get out one day. I don't know. It depends on how radical and steep and gnarly it gets. And the creek has definitely risen with all the rain, so we might be wading 6 inches deeper water or more on the way out, and it was already kind of pushing it coming in. So we'll see. One way or another, we'll get home. If not tonight, we'll camp out somewhere if it gets too late and go out the rest of the way tomorrow. But hopefully we can get out all the way 9 miles and through rivers and canyons and alders and all the things we face and get to the truck and get home. So we got quite a drive home yet as well. So we'll see. We'll sleep in the truck or something. But the adventure continues and we're off. So beautiful. We've gone about 2.5 miles and kind of misted, rained all morning, but the skies are clearing a bit. Sun's poking out. Just spotted a bunch of mountain goats, I think about 13 over on that hillside over there. We hit the jackpot here with these huckleberries. Okay guys, we just got back to the truck and we are still gonna make it home tonight. It took us 8 hours to get out. We were expecting more like 12, but it went pretty good. It went pretty well. So yeah, it was ended up being 9.7 miles, and I think elevation probably over 3,000 feet in elevation. So pretty rough country, just lots of alder and creeks, and we waded probably several miles through creeks. At one point we were more in the creek than we weren't, and usually it was past the knees. So it was, yeah, glacial water. Definitely a rough country. You can understand why there are not many people go back there. So all in all, it was a fantastic time. We didn't get a ram, but Ethan, what was your favorite part of the trip?
Just watching those big rams that were almost legal.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah,
Justin?
that was my favorite part too.
Yeah, it was quite an experience. Justin, Ethan, it's just awesome. And you know, part of the reason that we go is to hunt sheep, and you know, but it's not just about, it's just a small part about actually, you know, harvesting, killing an animal. It's about the experience. And especially, I just want to throw a challenge out to you dads out there. If you have sons, maybe you've got upcoming sons or whatever, you know, go out and do some things with them. I think relationship is so important, and what better way to have a relationship than to spend, you know, a week out in the backcountry, sleeping in the same tent, hiking around, and being together with your son. So, you know, maybe you can't do a 7-day sheep hunt. I understand that. That's, you know, pretty rough, but maybe you can do it overnight at your state park or something. Whatever. Just spend time with your kids. I think that's so important. So, gonna leave you with that, and we're excited to get home. We're tired, we're hungry, and we are ready for a shower. And yeah, so thanks again for watching this episode of Montana Haven, and We hope you enjoyed it, and God bless each and every one of you.